As a mom with a toddler, I cannot believe I'm saying that. I have a toddler. I know how hard it can be to get little kids to eat. It's very difficult.
Well, Nurse Danny is here to answer all the questions about that. And one of the biggest questions you get at Intermountain Moms is, how do I get my kids to eat?
Yeah, I think one of the most important things to understand is that after the first birthday, kids naturally eat less. They eat a ton during the first year because they're growing so fast. But after their first birthday, their growth slows a little bit. So they only need like 1,000 calories a day. So if you spread that out over 3 meals and 2 snacks, you can't expect them to eat much at each sitting.
Sure.
So it's normal if they eat a little bit less.
That's good perspective.
It is. And is it normal for them to not, because I've had friends that, and Amelia sometimes, she just won't eat dinner. Is that a normal thing?
That's totally normal too. They get their nutrition in days at a time. So they might eat like a ton for breakfast and lunch and then not much for dinner. Or they might eat a ton on Tuesday and not much on Wednesday and Thursday. They kind of like, they might stock up. So as long as they're getting enough overall, kind of look for trends in what they're doing. And if ultimately, if they're growing and gaining the appropriate amount of weight, then whatever they're doing is working.
It's going to be okay.
So don't worry, because I feel like there's got to be that point where you're like, are my kids going to starve?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
are we force feeding them?
So hard too, because you sit something in front of them and they won't eat anything. So you wonder, is it just them, they tanked up earlier, or are they just picky, and what do I do about that? So that's another common question. And parents just need to remember that the most important thing they can do is introduce healthy food options at every meal.
So
Different
does
textures,
that include dino
colors.
nuggets?
Yes. Honestly, I mean, that's good protein, right? And kids,
Yeah.
I think every mom by the time
yes.
their kids are 4 have gotten like 50 cases of that from Costco.
Okay. So
Perfect.
we're all
You're
doing.
right on track. Okay, but if your kids won't eat, what are the perfect foods that you can try at least to get them to eat something?
Try different colors, textures, and tastes.
Make it fun.
Fruits are sweet. They're naturally sweet. In fact, what you should do as a parent is try to not introduce overly salty or sweet foods. You don't need to add salt and sugar. Try to get them to enjoy the natural taste of it first. And so, like, say you have a 18-month-old, like maybe cooked eggs and diced strawberries for breakfast is enough, and then give them a snack in the morning, and then like at lunch you could give them yogurt and sliced deli meat. That might be all they eat, and that's totally fine. They're getting good nutrition.
And good protein there.
Yeah, and then for dinner you can give them like some cooked up hamburger and some rice or potatoes or pasta.
That's a good idea.
And like a
The
cooked
healthiest
veggie.
children on the
Yeah,
planet.
it's like little plates that we eat. Just make sure it's the appropriate amount of appropriate size, and watch for choking hazards.
I hear grapes. Is it grapes and hot dogs are kind of the big ones?
Yeah, grapes and hot dogs. Actually, large chunks of peanut butter, seeds, nuts, popcorn. These are all things you really need to watch out for until they're about 4 years of age. Like, you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and if there's a spot with a ton on it, they may not gum that or chew it well enough, and it can get lodged when they swallow.
Oh, it's so scary. And what about honey? Is it still over the age of 1 that we're recommending that? Okay.
Yeah, but after 1 you can give it. It's there's a bacteria that can live in it, and before the age of 1 it's very dangerous to a baby. So over the age of 1, their digestive tract should be able to manage that.
All right.
Awesome. Everything you need to know.
Dino nuggets are a go.
Yeah.
They are. Danny, where can people go to get more information about you?
Facebook.com/Intermountain Moms.
Great. Danny, thanks so much.
Thank you.